Hey everybody, welcome to my podcast. This is Raya Karen with Roots to Wellness and Raya's Wellness. And I am so excited to have you land here in this beautiful space. I am from a small remote community in northern British Columbia, Canada. I was born and raised on a farm, and I am now a beautiful, intuitive coach and guide for my clients. I work with the elements of nature, the seasons, the amazing magic that Mother Gaia has to offer. I run beautiful wellness retreats domestically right now across British Columbia. And I also have a podcast, hence you're here. I'm a published author. I'm a mom to two amazing, beautiful daughters who are nearly 19 and 15. I have an amazing, supportive husband who allows me to take this amazing journey. And I am an auntie, and I am also a daughter. And I want to welcome you to this space, and we have lots of amazing things to share. Beautiful guests on here coming from time to time as well. Some gorgeous candid conversations. Hello, beautiful souls. This is Raya with Raya's Wellness and Roots to Wellness retreats. And it's been a minute. And I have been so busy doing lots of great things. And I feel like time is just flying by. We're just about at the full moon of February, the snow moon, which is exciting. And I am finding myself deeply immersed in many different things behind the scenes. And I wanted to step in here and just connect with you about purpose and courage and following your path, following your passion, and what that looks like. It sometimes is not always easy, and it can take many twists and turns. Each path can look so different, but each path is leading you towards your higher self, towards a deeper knowing and a deeper understanding. And I'm also leaning a lot into my dad's energy and his passion and purpose and his path before he left this earth, and handed me the torch to continue to follow my dreams and really make them my own, like super authentic to who I am. And so I had to really dig deep into this courage. And what it allows when we do that is it helps us to set our fears aside and go into the unknown despite the niggling fears and that ego and that saboteur that love to get in the way and trip us up. So it is always a huge adventure to find yourself in uncharted territories and going into the unknown. It gives you that thrill of excitement, and it makes you feel fully alive and present in the moment. And I think when we're younger, when we're little kids, we have this incredible sense of curiosity and wonder and dreams, and nothing seems to stop us, and we just keep pushing ahead and following that. And we just really, just like Osho, which is one of my dad's favorites, he says that courage is not the absence of fear, but is rather the total presence of fear with the courage to face it. And I felt like it was really important to step into the space and to share that, as I'm facing some different things as well. And I know many of my clients are, and there's lots of evolving and changing and shifting that is happening in people's lives and their work. There's lots of growth and evolution and healing. The layers are becoming bigger and thicker, and it's just really interesting to watch the process. I think one of the biggest things is really allowing yourself to just to be who you are, and to dare to have these big dreams, and just like Brene Brown, daring greatly and daring to lead. She is such an inspiration for me as well. And one of her books that I leaned into when I was really braving some big changes was Braving the Wilderness. And I just happened to stumble upon it on a trip to finish my university degree, actually. And I went on my own to this beautiful town of Victoria that I'd never been to. And I'm a country girl, so I was in the city and by myself and there for a few weeks in a place I'd never been. And it was just incredible. And I was taking the public transit, and I was like, okay, universe, I don't really know where I'm going. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. And can you give me a sign, like something I know, something that, I feel comfortable with? And I was going downtown Victoria, which was beautiful, but, I don't know the city, so I don't know exactly where to get off and all these things. So anyway, I see a Chapters bookstore, and I'm like, oh my God, I know that place. I'm going to get off at there, and I'm going to go in, and I'm going to gather myself, and I'm going to land. I'm going to ground my energy, and I'm going to figure it out from there, because I feel like that's good. That's safe. And so I get off the bus, and I walk in the front doors, and they always have those beautiful displays of books. And here sits in front of me, Braving the Wilderness. And I'm like looking around me, okay. So I pick it up, I hold it, and I was like, wow, I have to have this book. I need to have it. I read the back, and I'm like, yep. And so I hung on to that book, and I continued to, go to my favorite sections of the store and look around and just really land with this message. And I spent the 2 weeks while I was finishing my degree up at the the University of Victoria. And I was there on my own on this part of the journey to really get to be brave and strong and to work through some of those things, and to know that I was exactly where I was meant to be, doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing, meeting these great people, finishing something that I had set out to do many, many years ago. It took me 15 years to finish this degree. And I had children, I had a business, I had all kinds of things in there, and taking pauses all the time. But I always promised myself that no matter how long it took, and no matter how hard it was, I was going to do the thing. I was going to complete that goal. So where am I going with all of this is, really trusting what comes in, and the energy, the frequency of which it comes in, the messages, the trusting your intuition, that real sensitivity, that gut feeling. And, you're here with your own set of unique, beautiful gifts. And through my work in my coaching and intuitive practice, I have learned so much about us as humans having this beautiful experience here on this earth. And I have really switched away from that really dark, deep, old institutional setting in my work, as I was taught and trained and worked in the industry for almost 28 years now. And it's very structured, it's very rigid, it's very different than the energy healing and the holistic lens. It's a very different approach, and it incorporating all different kinds of beautiful modalities. So, nature and forest therapy, sound therapy, art and play therapy, meditation, earthing, grounding. It's really amazing to see, and taking yourself out into the elements of nature and the seasons and into different places, different retreat areas, and whether you're at the river or you're by the ocean, a lake, in the mountains, it all brings something different to our healing and to that really inclusive individuality of what we're seeking when we're looking for our healing. And so that is another fascinating piece, is that not only do I embark on this journey, but watching, my clients that are, present clients in my past and the future ones to come, and also the people who come in that I'm learning from and I'm working alongside as well, and the inspiration that is there for me and for all of you. So we're working with our higher selves, and we are so worthy of such an incredible, amazing journey. And I wanted to share that with you because I know sometimes it can be super overwhelming and super scary. And, I was always, always taught to, even if you're scared to death, show up anyway. Show up for yourself, show up for that inner knowing, that soul's purpose, that deep knowing, not that one in the head, but the one deep in your gut, in your root chakra, in your solar plexus, in your sacral area. Showing up for that, what drives you, what fills your cup, and what makes your heart expand so amazing. And that is where we find our soul's purpose. And it is going to grow and change and evolve. I have many people ask me, how do you go over here and get those opportunities, or write in this book, or do this and that? And I'm like, I don't know. They just show up. Things just show up, and I trust the knowing. And I might be scared to death and have lots of anxiety around it, but I'm like, yeah, but I'm being pulled so hard in that direction. So I go. I take one step at a time. I look at the scenery. I check it out. I phone up somebody and ask for guidance, or I, just tune in to my own inner guidance and my own knowing. And it is so deep within me, and I just feel safe and I feel comfortable. I'm gearing up to head to a big city and speak on stage with some pretty amazing people, and some who have been mentors for me, and I actually get to meet them in person. And I have this beautiful booth for my retreats, my wellness retreats that are coming up. And there's just so much expansion. And there's a book launch coming out on the 27th, another thing I was a part of. And I just love the journey. It is just teaching me so much. So when you're out there and you are just feeling pulled, dig deep into that beautiful courage. And it doesn't mean that you're not scared. It just means you have the courage to try something that is new and different and in the unknown. So know that I am here and I'm supporting you. I'm cheering for you. And I am excited to see what your journey unfolds like. And it is beautiful, amazing, twisting and turning and windy, just like that of a river. We're always in constant flow. We always find our way to where we're going. It might be a little bumpy, it might be a little challenging, but we always find our way, just like the river will find the ocean. And that's the same with our healing as well. So I'm going to leave you with so much courage and so much love for you going ahead and fulfilling your deepest purpose. Looking forward to next month. I have some beautiful guests coming onto the podcast, and I will be sharing parts of my speech as well with you. And I want to thank you again for your support, your encouragement, and all the things that you offer on this journey. And to help get some of my stuff out there, please subscribe and give me a rating and share it out there on the socials. I'm on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Google and a few of the others. So please share And let's help make this world an amazing, amazing place. Much love, and we will be back soon.